Hi, guys. Welcome back to BCM Stories. So glad to have you with us. I hope you enjoyed our time with Jake Norris. Today, I've got a good friend of mine. His name is Ian Cromwell. He's an intern with BCM, but he pretty much makes everything happen. I've had the privilege of doing life with Ian now for almost 6 months, and I can honestly say I'm a better person because of it. And so I'm super excited to have him chat with us about life under quarantine. Ian, say hey to everybody.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Well done, Ian. Well, Ian, thank you so much for taking the time to be here. I think it looks like you're at the old Casa de BCM right there.
Yup, in the old intern office. Pretty much live here. Some nights I sleep here, but don't tell anyone.
well, at least there's a small fee involved in your stay there. Although I feel like you're probably getting the worst end of the deal. Thank you for doing that. Thanks for sacrificing.
Yeah, it's only about half my net worth, but it's cool.
Yeah. Well, Ian, let me ask you a couple of questions. The first one is this: what has been the most difficult or challenging thing about life under quarantine?
The hardest thing for me so far is missing the sense of community that I usually have, because on Mondays we have citywide worship, staff meetings in person where I get to see all of your lovely faces, leadership meetings on Sundays and also Thursdays small groups. Um, it's just a feeling of intimacy and closeness and being able to really build the relationships that the virtual settings we have right now
Mm.
can't really reproduce in the same way.
Yeah,
So the
you're
sense of
right.
community is a big thing, and another thing I've been struggling with is just getting around every day because I don't have a car here. I have to go walk to get groceries. I have to go walk to go anywhere I want to, and now it's a lot harder with the quarantine going on.
Yeah, I don't understand the second one. I understand not being able to go to a coffee shop, but I do understand the first one, and I feel like we've talked about this in our life groups, and it's just a difficult time for community. Well, we've got some bad news. What's been a positive thing, or do you have a positive thing about, or something that God has done that was unexpected during this time?
The positive thing is that with all the lack of in-person community, a lot of people have been reaching out to me and I've been reaching out to others. And I feel it's really given me a good opportunity to build relationships with people who I probably wouldn't have otherwise, honestly. I know I had a lab partner a few weeks ago call me out of the blue, who I hadn't talked to in about 4 years. And we really just hit it off. Now we're talking a few times every week. I'm starting to get him introduced to the gospel,
Of that,
things
man.
like that. At the same time, it can have an inverse effect where my lab partner, who was getting interested in the gospel, now can't come to work at the lab just because she uses the bus to get everywhere. So I haven't been able to talk with her and get her more involved in the Word and our community.
Hmm.
So there's some really good things. At the same time, there's some really bad things.
Yeah, I totally feel that. I feel that. I feel like that's been the case with just trying to be missional towards your neighbors in general during this time. Some new relationships have opened up, but other relationships that I was cultivating, I just don't see those folks. And yeah, I think it's an opportunity, but it's also a unique challenge. Well, how about this? What's been something that's been unexpected? What's something that's happened to you that you were like, whoa, had no idea this would be the case under COVID? I can tell you one. It's unexpected when your friend Ian shows up to help you write a sermon at 2 o'clock in the morning with a mug root beer. That was totally awesome.
Yeah, sorry it wasn't so cold. I was running for a half hour before then, so it probably exploded in your face.
No, it's great. It's great.
Something unexpected. Um, I'll be real with you, just being a biologist, I expected all of the quarantining and shutdowning that would happen back in January, because I think the virulence of the disease was discovered back in late December. So I've been taking it very seriously from the beginning. I underestimated the effects that it would have on every part of my daily life, though. Um, Whereas little things I would do, like getting groceries or just walking to work, I would have to change or modify. Uh, and also, I wasn't expecting how many people close to me it would affect. My mom texted me this morning that her best friend's son is in his mid 30s, went to Miami a few weeks ago, and now he's in a ventilator, is unconscious, and he's had
Oh,
pneumonia twice,
oh my
just in the
goodness,
past week.
Ian. Mm.
See, it's really awful. I think I expected all the tragedy, but I didn't expect it to hit loved ones so hard as it has right now.
Yeah, yeah. That's one of those things where it seems like a lot of us are feeling the economic effects, maybe the social distancing effects of COVID. But when it hits home personally and affects someone you love, it changes everything. And that's honestly, Ian, this is the first time where I'm talking with someone I know really well has someone that's closely connected with them that's been affected by this disease. I mean, heartbreaking. Well, we've got some bad news and certainly something to pray for there. But if you had to just leave a little bit of an encouragement for the other students at BCM, people who might pick up on this down the road, what would be something that you would think would be encouraging for us to hear?
Something that I remind myself of all the time is that God has provided for us in the past, He is in the present, and He absolutely will in the future.
Love that.
And although we should love each other and we do, we can't always trust the heart of man, but we can always trust in God. We
Mm,
can't always trust our politicians. We can't always trust that our economy will hold up, that our health systems will support us. But you can trust in God that He will always hold us up and support us.
mm.
And I think going forward with that mentality and trying to face toward God and rely on Him as much as possible will help get us through all of this.
And that is awesome. I asked permission maybe to steal some of that to incorporate into a sermon. Would you mind?
Yeah, of course.
That's awesome. Well, Ian, thanks for the mug, root beer. Thanks for the amazing cookies. Thanks for being you and for taking the time. Love you so much, man. Just thankful for you. And thanks for humoring my Hearthstone terribleness. So I do appreciate it.
Thank you. Love you platonically as well, and let's meet up later tonight.
All right, let's do it. Thanks so much, Ian. Blessings, bud.
Thanks. See you.
Bye.